Hey Key Stage 1, I think you've been investigating some Van Gogh drawings, the way he used oil pastels, and we're going to have a little look today about how you might go about doing the same. Now, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this because it's huge. There's a massive pack like this. In fact, there's two of them in our art cupboard, and when I take the lid off, oh, it's so exciting. There are so many colours here to choose from. So I'm not going to get all of the colours out in front of you. I'm going to have it here next to me. And we can work like that, because if I get them all out, I'll never get them all away again. Oil pastels look like colouring crayons, but what we're very much not going to do, I'm just going to think he's got a blue top and I'm going to find a blue. What we're not going to do on his blue top is just colour the whole area in blue. Draw a line around it, colour it all in. That's not really how oil pastels work. You will get a lot of colour down, and actually I'm looking back at the picture. In some of the darker areas I might start adding in some really solid blue and just working out where I'm going to go, and I might put some little bits of blue in, but we're not going to colour the whole lot in. The best way oil pastels work are to get several colours that you might need together. So I'm thinking, well, if I'm going into blues, there's a really nice, I don't want to run away, look, there's a nice dark blue, there's a grey, there's a nice light blue. I might use a light grey, and I might use some white. I might even have a tiny bit of purple, I don't know, and some black. So I hope you can see, sorry, I'm just moving the picture and throwing things on the floor. So I hope you can see that actually I drew a very rough sketch of this gentleman here. He's got a very blue top on. I'm thinking, if I'm working on that, I can use these colours. I'm going to look first at the very, very darkest area, which is under his chin here. And I'm going to start just making little short strokes like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And start blending that blue on top of the blue that was there already. It's even darker, so I might blend a little bit of black. Oil pastels will, to some extent, colour on top of each other. And you're not really supposed to smudge these with your finger like you might want to. They actually smudge in really well with each other. So you can see how much more intense that colour is there where I've been working. And now if I go to one of the really light areas, which is actually right next to it, because that's where a fold is. Short strokes again. Building up that colour. There's some blue, and then I can work some white into that, get a different colour. Going backwards and forwards, not just colouring in a whole area. I might put some grey along the edge there because the white. Okay, so to get the shape, I don't just need one blue, I'm going to need all the kinds of blue to make his top look more real. Now where every fold comes up and gets light, it gets dark again on the other side. That's often how it works with fabric. Short strokes, blend it in. If I think that white's gone, I can add a bit more white in a light area. And I hope you can see that that's starting to build up to be a much more realistic colour. Where I might use the purple is where the colour is super intense and I want the blue to look even more than blue. So there I did do a bit of a scribble, but now I'm going over with those light strokes, trying to get the pastel to stick to the top and build up some texture. Got that lovely grey blue to come down here and make it look darker. Some of that over here because that's getting darker down there. Little tiny short strokes over the top of each other again and again. A bit more black, just a tiny bit of black there. Black's really strong. Certainly don't go colouring a whole area in black, you won't need it. There should be a whole classroom with this noise going on when I'm hearing pastels. You don't have to be loud with it though, you can be gentle and soft. So, I've used, well, a lot. Shall we count up how many different blues I've used in that? And can you see how even the white will leave some on top? And this one's got the paper wrapped around. Don't worry if these break, they often do. They're actually less precious the more you feel like using them, I think. And you can really, if you put a lot of dark in an area you're going to struggle to get it to come back light. But I'm hoping you can see that that's starting to look like something Van Gogh did. And I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colours just for one area of blue. I'm going to put those away now though, because I'm going to move on to a different area. This is how I would like you to work in the classroom, not just grabbing all the colours, just take the few that you think you might need. White's going to be fairly constant. I'm going to have a go at some of his skin, which is a little bit tricky because this doesn't all come in skin colours. I think I might need a little bit of brown, I might need a little bit of this. A bit of yellow in his skin, maybe. I'm looking very carefully. Maybe even a bit weirdly, a bit of this green. Skin colours are hard to build up. I'm going to look at this area here under his eye, and that looks quite browny. So I'm going to start off with a very light coat of that browny colour, just to give me the shape on the area I'm working in. I'm going to come in with some of this richer yellowy ochre colour, and then I'm going to use the white to really smudge those in. Actually, that red's going to be very useful because can you see he's quite red here under there. Not very much because it's going to go a long way. I'm going to use the white. That white might have still a bit of a blue on it. Doesn't really matter, there's actually quite a lot of blue areas in your skin tone as well. Little strokes, like Van Gogh, starting to build up the colours of his skin. We always think skin's pink, it's so many colours. There was a really lovely, I think it might have been Crayola, I'm not sure, a lovely video I saw the other day where they went into a school and colour matched crayons, like wax crayons, to every single child in the school. So every child had their own crayon in their own skin colour, because every single child's skin was different. And that's how it is. You just have to do your very best, using the pastels, just like Van Gogh did, to build up those layers and blend them in. Now hopefully you can see this isn't just a colouring exercise, this is where you've got to start building up those layers to get those different shades. I might use some of that light grey. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing yours. I hope they're looking better than mine. Thank you. Bye.